So I was trying to pronounce what color it is.
Yeah?
I don't know if you're able to. It's like Manufaktur.
Manufacture.
Oh.
That's German for manufacture. Anywho, would you like to take us for a drive, my blonde fiance?
Welcome to April's Garage, the greatest automotive channel in all of YouTube land. And of course, G-Wagon. Everyone can find an excuse on why you need a G-Wagon. It's just wild to think they started as military vehicles. Not anymore. This is the Brabus G700 Widebody, and it is glorious. Yes. Are you drooling a little bit? Right there? It is off the charts.
It's insane.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen one of these in person in this color, and it is just absolutely nuts. The wide body treatment, what Brabus does, it's crazy, and we'll go through all the details of that in a little bit, but the 700 means 700 horsepower, so the twin turbo V8 here is hopped up as well with Brabus. And it is magnificent. It is expensive though. Chicago Motor Cars is selling this car. They sold me the Bugatti Veyron. That's why we're here picking up the Bugatti. And I do feel like this would make a great wheel hauler to take the extra wheels home that has headlights. $350,000. You got some house money left, right?
That's not what the purpose of this is for.
What's the purpose of it then?
It is the ultimate chick magnet. I'm telling you, like every car I've driven, whenever I drive a G-Wagon, girls like swarm around. They're talking about it, they love it. And this one is next level.
Well, this is a dude magnet too, because I am...
You are magnetized
wow.
to it. It is extraordinary.
Whoa.
Should we start the tour?
Yeah. Whoa.
I love the wide body treatment on it. Not that the G-Wagon needed that, but it just gives that a little bit extra head turning styling, right?
Oh, it's fitting some really, really big wheels. What's the size of these things? 295, 30, 24. So 24-inch wheels and a very, very wide. So yeah, these add-ons are necessary. Otherwise it would look ridiculous. And yeah, the gills are... They don't do anything other than add style points.
They're non-functional. There are some little LED lights down here to light up this light bar. And I love the exhaust that kind of shoots out the side, of course.
Well, that's how it would have left from the factory. Ooh, look what lit up too. The Brabus lit up and is changing colors.
Oh, and where you step, you got that Mercedes star.
Very, very cool.
Right there. This is glorious. Wait. Do we need a wing?
It's join the big wing gang.
Does it need downforce?
Yeah.
Because it's heavy enough, right?
This thing is so big on the turntable, it won't fit back there, so I guess I'll just rotate it.
Okay.
Here, come on around. Maybe.
Did you break it? I think you broke. Did you break it?
Uh-oh.
I hear the motor turning, but it's not actually turning.
Uh-oh. That is the G-Wagon might be a little too heavy for this.
Stop it. It is this. Definitely really heavy.
Anyway.
We might have broke your turntable.
Oh, it's okay.
Because it's not turning anymore.
It's okay.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Are we in trouble?
No.
He sounded like he didn't care, but I feel like it's a big deal. What's wrong with us?
Oopsie. But yeah, the three-pointed star is gone for a big B for Brabus.
Yeah, it kind of looks like the Bentley B.
And this is just tacked on. I mean, it's for style points. It's not for functionality. It does not have a ram air like a Trans Am or a hognose, you know?
I want to open it and make sure. Because I was reading that this hood is actually an extra $8,000 for this. And I'm like, is it functional then for that? Oh.
Yeah.
No.
No holes in the hood,
yeah.
but some special Brabus badges. So instead of the AMG hand built by so-and-so, it's got a fancy signature there. Yeah, there's the twin turbos are in the V. They call it the Hot V, which Mercedes has been doing for many years now. I was skeptical with these engines at first because I thought, man, to keep those turbos from getting too hot, there's so much coolant lines, there's just so much busyness going on now. But the cars are going on 10 years old at this point, this engine, and you're not seeing widespread failures yet. So I was wrong. I like the old school naturally aspirated 6.2, but yeah, there's no disputing that these are powerhouses, but still like old G-Wagon, old military truck, even though they had a refresh. Like there's the windshield wiper motor just hiding right there, the brake booster, and they're not hiding very much, which is kind of nice that you can see all the mechanical bits still engineered in that old school way, I feel like. And this big old brace here to get around the V8, that is some heavy duty sporty stuff because it is the big sport G-Wagon. Yeah.
It's very sexy. The carbon fiber around the grill.
Uh-huh.
Very pretty. Look, it even has Mercedes-Benz just written on the side there.
Yes.
It's very
That would have
pretty.
been before Brabus, but yeah, the roof treatment. Then you have a light bar as well in carbon fiber. These things are just ridiculous. They're supposed to be ridiculous.
Right.
So it works. The rear, which I was going to rotate to show, I guess we'll just have to go into the curtain a little bit.
It's
It's going to be
dark.
dark, but yeah, there's the 700 badge. There's another more big Brabus.
Oh, this is the coolest thing because it pops open. It's the rear view camera. And it just like pops out like a little mouse hole or something.
Yes.
It's very wild.
And I guess the spare tire is deleted on these things because you're not going to be carrying one of
Really?
these.
It's not like under?
No, it would have been on the back patch. But I guess if you get a flat, you're just probably getting in one of your other 20 vehicles
trust
that
me,
you own,
you're
right?
going to be on the side of the road and 500 girls are going to be like, can I help you? Let me take you home.
I suppose, but it is April's garage, so I will not be getting all the attention because you will be behind the wheel.
I haven't looked inside yet.
Yeah.
This is the first. Oh my gosh. It's
Pretty
so
crazy.
Pretty. It's so pretty. Wow. Okay. This is great.
Yeah, it's a little dark in here, so let's pull it out into the light and then take a better look at the interior, huh?
Oh, I'm just melting into the seat.
Go ahead and start it up. There we go. That sounds mean. This thing is crazy. April, give it a rev and then
Yes.
put it in reverse so I can see the camera.
Oh, yeah.
In that order, don't run me over. There's the little camera. So cute.
You like that?
That is so cute.
You have to slam the doors on G-Wagons.
It's the same as the G-Wagons from
Yes.
30 years ago. That's ridiculous. The interiors, though, are not like the G-Wagons of 30 years ago.
No,
It's
it's off the charts. This is beautiful. I love sitting up high like this.
right.
And these are kind of like jet turbine vents here.
But it still has the triple lockers, so this thing is still an off-roader primarily, although that wide body would probably start falling off if you get too crazy.
Yeah, that's true. If you're driving it.
Oh, look, they put the IWC clock in there.
It's fancy.
And all the carbon fiber, my goodness.
It's very
My
cool.
goodness. Wow.
Okay, wait. So I was trying to pronounce what color it is.
Yeah?
I don't know if you're able to. It's like Manufaktur.
Manufacture. Oh. That's German for manufacture.
Oh my gosh, it's yellow.
It's a special,
sun yellow.
special manufacturer yellow. Yeah. Anywho, would you like to take us for a drive, my blonde fiance?
In my yellow Manufaktur hair.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry. Do you see how many? There's like no miles on this.
Yeah, it's basically brand new, 760 miles.
Wow.
Yep.
Sorry, I'm trying to get over that.
Yes.
This is beautiful. I love the steering wheel.
Well, they even put a Brabus badge facing us from that big, giant carbon fiber bump they put on the hood. What a goofy, glorious thing this thing is. And an oh crap handle.
So like we had a G-Wagon.
Uh-huh.
Great, loved it.
Yes.
This one's a little smoother.
Yeah, they refined them quite a bit a few years ago when they finally did a refresh. It took them forever to do this refresh. And,
See, look, that guy stopped right away.
yep,
Because he's like, hey,
make room for the big yellow thing.
the
which,
Manufaktur.
look, getting a turbo cab at Chicago Motor Cars. Whoa. Okay.
This is very cool. I love the massive flappy paddles on here.
Yes,
Too. You
well-
feel official driving it.
I'm grabbing onto the oh crap handle, so make the turn and floor it.
That's what my mom does.
700 horsepower.
Oh, but that's fast. Oh my gosh. For this like massive monstrosity,
Yeah,
to have that much torque,
That's a lot of motivation. Yes. Whoa.
fast. I didn't think it was going to be that
Do it again. Do it
powerful.
again. Do it again.
Okay. Oh, it kicks you back so hard. It's
That's
great.
nuts.
This
totally nuts.
is way faster than I anticipated. Anything that looks like this.
Right?
Wow, this is glorious. How much is it?
I think $359,000.
Isn't that how much an oil change is on your Veyron?
No, about 10% of that. But we sold the G55 for about 10% of what this thing's worth. And
Right.
obviously there's a lot of refinements, a lot of improvements with this generation of G-Wagon. And yeah, the Brabus takes it to the next crazy, insane level.
Look it. There's like little airplane, like, you know, when you're flying, they do that. And so I can just take a nap
Yeah.
while I'm driving.
Yep, and the big screen, like the S-Class, they put in the G-Wagon, all of the controls, much as you would find it in the S-Class. And that's why you're seeing less and less S-Class buyers, because the Mercedes S-Class used to be the pinnacle, the flagship of the fleet, the coolest one you could buy. Well, that hasn't been the case for a long time. G-Wagon has sort of taken over, and I feel like it's here to stay. And yeah, Brabus taking it and tuning it to all these, you know, crazy, ridiculous levels that just takes it a step further. But Brabus does other things that I didn't realize until you were showing me last night.
I know, like super boats, motorcycles, a little bit of everything, supercars obviously, but they also restore classic cars. Like, do you know that Andy Warhol SL300 Gullwing painting?
Right.
You've seen it? It's beautiful. They actually found that specific Mercedes and redid it, completely original. So they do obviously crazy customs, but also restored classics to original. It's beautiful. They do a beautiful job. They've been around since 1977, which is also when Star Wars came out.
Oh my God.
Stop it.
This thing is a giant yellow monster.
Oh, it's so good.
Whistle and Diesel did that torture test with his G63, and it was tough to kill. It's just so crazy that there's vehicles like this that exist nowadays that are this big, but this powerful and fast. And I mean, it's a little dangerous, obviously, but
I love
darn is it
G-Wagons.
cool.
I love how high they ride. You're kind of like the king of the road because you're so high up.
Yes.
Very cool. Do you think like everyone kind of copied the boxiness of the G-Wagon? There's so many cars, like it's like the in thing, the cool thing, the style.
Well, that's most of the vehicles of this era that were early SUVs were boxy like this, and they moved away. The G-Wagon just never changed.
Right.
So then that came back in vogue, and everybody else is making their crossovers boxy. You had the baby Bronco that's, you know, basically a Ford Focus that's lifted up a little bit. They made it look, you know, boxy or whatever to make it look cool. So yeah, but the G-Wagon, I think, does it the best. And the Brabus is definitely the one to have if you want to show off.
It's
Holy
very
smokes.
cool, but like back in the day, they always had coach builders, right? And I feel like Brabus is just like the modern day coach builder that really just ups your class, ups your style with what they do. And you know, this one's a little standout, but I've seen a lot of them where they're a little more refined and not in your face, and they can just kind of do whatever you want to, but they do such a classy job.
Okay, April.
I like
House
it.
money.
I like it.
You got all your house money? Just
No, you have
thing.
all my house money.
I'll give it back eventually.
I'm never going to see it again.
Thank you for watching. I tricked her. She thought she was coming to Kansas with some, you know, fancy YouTuber to live in a mansion, and then she started giving me money. And now,
That's how they get you.